Did you see that? Dalton's median list price just skyrocketed from roughly $297,000 in May to over $500,000 in June. Stick around because today it's the June real estate market report for Dalton, Georgia. I'm breaking down the metrics so you'll know what to do whether you're buying, selling, or just trying to figure out your neighborhood's pulse. I am Josselin Iraheta with eXp Realty, your Dalton, Georgia real estate agent and insider. Each month, I dive deep into this real estate market locally and nationally. And I bring you the data so you can make smart moves in this fast changing market. If you're thinking of selling or buying in the near future, book a calendly call with me. The link is in the description. I look forward to serving you and your family. And I am going to start locally and then move out nationally. If you have watched some of my previous market reports, I have said that I'm going to start adding the national spectrum because I know a lot of people watch the news and sometimes what goes on nationally is not necessarily what goes on locally. But I also wanted to cover nationally so you can see where the market is at that level. And I'm going to share with you from where I got my info. If you go somewhere else, it will be slightly different, but overall it should be similar. Okay, so as you know, we have right here for June. It's for the month of June, which is Monday, June 30th. And this week the median list price is $510, which is way different from May. Right now there's a slight seller's advantage, 37 in the barometer, which is this one right here. And if we check right here on the median list price, I did it around the 14 if I'm not wrong, and right now it's showing 296 for that one. But as of June 27th, it was 510. Remember, this goes by the week. Yeah, so it was 296.99. And right now it's 510, which if you do the math is a 71.6% increase, which is amazing for sellers. And this could mean that either better homes are hitting the market, like the price range is higher, or appreciation is taking place. The days on the market for the median in May, it was 84. Yeah, I did it on the 14th and it was 84. And right now is at 56, which means homes are selling faster. And then the price decrease for May, it was 40. Whenever I did the video, it was 40. And right now it is at 27. So homes prices are not decreasing as they used to in May. Once again, really great for sellers. It's favoring them, the market right now. Inventory last month, I believe it was 10. Yeah, and right now it's 11. So that will be an increase for us. We're not a huge city, so those crazy numbers, we might not see them here. And rent had a dip in June 20th, and then it went back to where it was. Okay, it was $20.95. Then it got lower, and then it got really low. And then right here on June 20th, it is $2,023, which is still lower than what it was last month. And sometimes having this dip right here on rent, it could be that maybe the landlords had like a special going on to not have vacancy in their units. It may be with graduation happening, the market got soft in that particular area with college students moving out, and once that wave passes, that's why the rent maybe went back up again. Those are possible reasons why it went low in June and now it's back up again. So with that said, the Dalton real estate market appears to be strengthening for sellers. Even though we saw a minor dip in the barometer, the significant increase in the median list price, and then with days on the market decrease and price reductions being less, it suggests a more robust seller's market. The market narrative indicates an expectation for prices to level off or shift higher soon if the increasing trend continues. On a national level, for June 2025, the market is shifting to a buyer's market because the number of sellers outnumbers the. And then from April to now, there has been a 2% price growth. And then while the prices remained up year over year nationally, the rate of appreciation is slowing down. This is on a national level. And then there have been some modest price declines anticipated in some areas. And then the experts predict that a 1 to 2% fall in prices year over year by the end of 2025. Although a market crash, it's not been said that it will likely happen. Year over year price growth slowed to just 2% in April 2025, as we saw in the previous photo. And there has been nationally a rising inventory, which is great for buyers. It gives you more choices and leverage in negotiations. And when you have higher inventory, that's the primary driver to transition the market into a buyer's market. And as you know, this changes when you zoom in. So it varies by region, and some markets are still experiencing limited supply. Mortgage rates, as always, they play a extremely important factor, and they have been steady at 6.5% or higher. When rates are high, it reduces a buyer's purchasing power, and any potential decline could stimulate demand and offset inventory gains. For our local sellers here in Dalton, the Dalton market shows signs of strengthening for sellers with increased median list price and faster sales. As you saw, days on the market is less than it was last month. However, just a slight dip, it went from 38 and now it is at 37. And then the national trend towards a buyer's market suggests continued monitoring is wise. Capitalize on low inventory because this creates a competitive environment for buyers, allowing sellers to potentially achieve strong offers. Focus on strategic pricing. The significant jump in median list price indicates strong demand for certain types of homes. Work with your agent to price your home accurately to capitalize on this trend while remaining competitive. Pricing your home competitively from the start is crucial to attract buyers and avoid being prolonged on the market. Remember, the longer it stays on the market, the more people question what's wrong with the home. Why is it not selling? They think there's an issue with the property when there might not be one. And then present your home in the best condition possible. It can make a really significant difference. If you can, consider minor upgrades, staging to make it more appealing for buyers. The shift to a buyer's market nationally means more options and potential for better deals. Take advantage of the increased inventory and your enhanced negotiation power. Mortgage rates obviously remain a key factor. If you can, shop around with different lenders and loan products to secure the most favorable rate possible. Even small differences can impact affordability significantly. And while some price corrections are anticipated, a widespread market crash is not widely predicted. Waiting indefinitely could mean missing out on current opportunities, especially if mortgage rates were to drop further and stimulate demand. And don't hesitate to negotiate on price and ask for concessions. The worst thing they could say is no. Or they could counter, which then you will decide if you want to go for that. Sellers are more likely to be flexible in a buyer's friendly market. And then over here for Dalton, despite the national trend, specifically Dalton's market shows a seller's market. While you have more negotiation power than before, desirable properties may still move quickly, and yeah, they do move quickly. Be prepared to act when you find the right home. Make sure you work along with your agent. If they ask you for the pre-approval letter, the lender's information provided to them, we're not trying to be nosy. We're going to work closely with the lender, and it's best to have their info for any questions that we have, or we want to know how the loan is progressing to keep you informed. The sooner we see a roadblock, the sooner we can also try to handle that situation so it doesn't become a deal breaker. Understand that Dalton's market dynamics might differ from national averages. Work closely with a local real estate agent who can provide insight into specific neighborhoods and property types. And the significant increase in the median lease price suggests strong appreciation in Dalton. So focus in properties that offer a good long-term value, even if initially it seems really high compared to previous months. If you're thinking of making a move here to Dalton, I would love to help you. You can book a calendly call with me or send me an email or comment down below. Thanks for watching. I am Josselin Iraheta, serving Dalton, Georgia and surrounding areas, and I hope you're back for the July real estate market report. Until then, keep your eyes on the market because in real estate, knowledge is everything.